guys, this is Horsefly River, just off Rat Creek, which is running off Rat Dam Lake, and there was just a tiny little pull out here. There's a min file on the map, like right by Rat Dam Lake, but I'm not sure. It might be a little farther up, but we needed to copy up. I just wanted to stop for a second and look. I don't find stuff like this at home, and it's just so sad. No, it's cool, but like, definitely there's gold in Horsefly River. If you look on the min file, there was lots of spots where it was like, I'm trying to get my shoes too wet. Even the gravel around here is just filled with crystal quartz. You can tell crystal quartz is not an important commodity in the Caribou. There's like lots of it everywhere, but it must be a good indicator that there's gold. Like at home, I would be like, oh my god, look at this piece of float. And this thing, I don't know what that yellow is in there, but that's very cool. I've filled the van full of rocks to the point where it might be like getting a little bit too heavy. I can't help myself. But wow, there's a little bit of a bar up here. We better check it out. Okay, but I gotta be careful. But there's a nice quartz. Here's a nice orange. Wow, what is that? What is that? That's a spectacular piece of rock. Is that even a quartz? So cool. So if you're just tuning in now, we're Mad Dog Mountain Arts. We like rocks. We like adventure. We like getting out to new spots. You can look around. Oof, almost fell in there. Oof. Oh, there's a piece of beach over here, and here's a rope. And what's that? What is that? I'm always finding the coolest things. Okay, well, I gotta get back to the van, because I have this bad habit of just taking off. What is this? An anchor? What is this? You guys, what am I looking at? What is this? Oh, for electric fence, maybe? But then what? It stops in the river? There's a whole big piece of beach up there. There's a whole big piece of beach down there. I kind of got a minute because Rob's making coffee, but I don't have a bunch of minutes. But yeah, so there was a couple more, like, there's so many min files for gold. What is that? It's a mussel. Freshwater mussel. For gold, copper, there was even like a silver, vanadium. I think there's opals and olive tree, which is outside of Williams Lake, and we're actually gonna drive down through there, I think. So Rob's just driving, and I'm just like scouring the map for places to stop before we drive by them. It's actually kind of like a little bit intense, but something in the water here. God, the water's cold, my friends. The water is cold. Water is cold. It's just getting really close to winter. We're probably like right on the edge of being able to make this trip happen here, but It was cool to make it happen. Okay, I'm just gonna check this out and then we better like, there seems to be a little trail by the side of the road here that I came up the bank because that's where the rocks are. But see, there is like a little, somebody must come here and do something. This is, whoa. Whoa. This is the type of rock around here that I would assume that you would find gold in. Right? That's a piece of float. That's a real piece of float, not just a crystal quartz ball. Ooh, it's nice. Ooh. Alright, so this is back road from the campsite that we were at to Horsefly. And when we get to Horsefly, we're going to check out Moffat Falls, so that'll be coming next. I bet you there's stuff in the bank there. Look at that conglomerate over there. And look at that bank there. Ooh, very, very, very nice. Ooh. I've never seen rocks like this, so I'm very interested by this whole thing like this. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if it's gold mica or if it's actually just gold in the rock. Some of it looks like gold in the rock, hey? Look at that. Probably is gold in the rock. Do you hate it when you find something cool but you gotta leave it behind? That is very interesting. Very interesting. I want to just keep filming it. Hey, big spender, right? What is that? It could just be chalcopyrite mica, but that looks very golden. If you're just new to my channel now, I'm pretty much just an explorer. I'm not gathering any of this for, that looks gold, for money purposes. Oh, that looks gold. This is not like my claim or anything like that, right? I feel like somebody might have been digging in the ditch here. Like that's almost like a dig mark. So I just like filming stuff. I would like to get more into like, yeah, collecting my own gold, but we're a long ways off from that. Once we start making money off our YouTube and I have like money for equipment and stuff like that, and Wolfgang gets a little bit bigger. Look at this. What is this? It's cool. That's so cool. It's just, ow. Ow. It's also ornery. Wow. Hello. See, like if I had a trailer or something. And this is what I feel like I've been looking for in areas where I want to find gold, is things like this. This is a real conglomerate. You know, you see me at home talking rockets about the breccia. We have a ton of breccia. This is real. This is a real conglomerate. All right, well, I'm gonna head her on back just because I didn't mean to like wander off and be gone forever, but whoa, that's pretty. That's really pretty. I'm pretty sure that one, that big one back there was a gold one, but there's not much I can do about that. Could really scour the banks of this whole river. That would be sweet. It'd be so sweet. Like stuff like this. Stuff like this probably doesn't even matter around here. I guess what you're probably looking for is like things like that. Those dirty ones. That dirty ball. Probably some more up there. I definitely see some more up there. But anyways, Horsefly River. Be careful though where you hang out and where you trespass, because definitely there's probably people that own lots of stuff here. That's an interesting one. And they probably don't want you climbing around on their stuff. But again, we'd just be filming. We'd be filming for fun. Oh, what is that? What is that? We'll try to, hello. I like you. Try to stop somewhere where we are something besides gold, but we're definitely like in gold country, so it's kind of hard to say. We're gonna look for something else besides gold, but hey, maybe opals. Maybe. I'm gonna do some different scenery. Oh, this is very cool. What is this? This is sediment. Okay, I'm heading back. So thanks for tuning in to Mad Dog Mountain Arts. Remember, if you get outside and you walk around. Oh, look. Try to stop at some spots too where we can do more like, hey, this is some archaeology. Hey, this was we found an old like there's some abandoned buildings on the way here, but didn't stop to film them because like I said, I had my nose buried in the map book there. Actually kind of nice to, well, I'm still looking down, but kind of nice to get out for a second. It's been a hard morning, and I just really need to get my head straight with my priorities and stuff like that. I feel myself slipping. I'm going to the Okanagan, and while I'm very excited to see some people there's other things about it. There's other things driving me nuts. So yeah, you'll see a lot more of us on the way. I'm going to try to get out of here and just film the river for you guys. Definitely your comments and views are appreciated. The more you view, the more I can snoop, Snoop. Like Snoop Dogg, snoop around. Check things out. Right? It's cool that there's mussels here. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. Remember, don't leave no stone unturned. So there might be something cool just underneath the beach that you don't know about. I really like this. I don't know what that is, but I definitely like it. Let me take it back. Yeah, right. He's gonna be like, "What, did you find a rock?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I found a rock. That's all I do all day. I find rocks all day long." Okay, you guys, appreciate you a lot. Peace.